Now this poor thing is a Weeden 661. These were made between 1937 and 1940. It's basically an electrically heated version of the Weeden 17, which was made much earlier. But as you can see, it's in a pretty poor state. The engine mount is basically, it's cast in one piece and it's broken. The two side pieces which fit here have snapped off completely, and one of the spokes from the flywheel is missing. Several of the others are broken, but these are very rare. This is the only one I've ever seen, so I really was intrigued to get this, and I like a challenge. So I don't know what state the element's in, I haven't measured it yet, but this one is definitely going to be interesting. So yeah, stick with us. Okay, here's the Weeden 661, finally done. Reconstruction of the engine mount here was a little tricky. I managed to do it in the end, and basically what I did was I created a jig out of a flat piece of 6mm aluminium bar. Then I bolted the bottom piece through the flywheel shaft to the metal bar, and then I bolted the top piece, which of course these two bits were split, through the cylinder mounting hole, roughly the right distance apart, so they were fixed in position. And I used super glue to just gently fix in place this upright piece and this upright piece, and then basically I built up around the joints using chemical metal, and it seems to be holding quite well. It seems to be reasonably strong. There's not a lot of weight there, and the flywheel is very light. It doesn't really weigh anything. So hopefully, I've run this on compressed air, independent of the boiler, obviously, and it runs fine. So I'm kind of hoping that it's going to be okay. But yeah, it turned out really nice. The base cleaned up really well. 5 minutes literally in the grit blaster, and that cleaned all the old paint off, and that's been resprayed. And the boiler was in very good condition. The nickel plate is superb, so I'm not sure whether that's nickel or chrome actually on there. It might be chrome. But yeah, it's looking really nice. I had to remake the conrod end, unfortunately, because when I took it off to straighten the conrod, it just disintegrated completely. But that was fairly easy to just turn that up on the lathe, a little bit of brass rod with some holes drilled in it. But yes, it all works nicely, and the reversing lever that works okay. So yeah, it's ready to be steamed, and that's going to be the next item on the agenda, so keep watching. Well, here's the Weeden 661, and I think we're ready to go. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I'm so pleased about that, considering that this was in pieces, you know. Running like a trooper. Bit of a leak from the sight glass. I'll just sort that out at some point in the future. See if we can get it go the other way, so we can, that should be off, and then if I go down to there, come on. Can't remember whether that's the other way or not. Which way is it running? So it was that way, wasn't it? Yes, it was the other way. So it is reversing. Excellent. So yes, look at that. That is just superb. I'm very pleased with that. It's running amazingly well. Let's try the whistle. Yeah, looks like we've got a whistle too. Yeah, well pleased with that. I was a bit concerned that the flywheel, because the flywheel has one spoke missing and a couple of spokes broken, so it's a little bit weak, but obviously it is holding up okay, but there's very little mass to it, so it's not really surprising. But yeah, it runs an absolute treat. Trying to find a sweet spot for it. Yeah, so I'm well impressed with that. Because there's no regulator on it, but we can slow it down if we let some steam out through the whistle. There you go. Yeah. Well, a Weeden 661, under steam for the first time since being resurrected, back from the dead. As I said, I'm very, very pleased with that. It's turned out superbly. Anyway, there you go. Weeden 661 under steam for the first time. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and thanks very much for watching.